Hello.
Well.
Welcome back to Wheel Takes.
You hear that, Gus?
Yeah, what do I hear?
It's the sound of me being correct.
It's the sound of you having been correct about something 7 books ago.
Huh. Well.
Isn't that fun?
Isn't this just slap me in the ass fantastic?
Welcome back to Wheel Takes, a podcast about the Wheel of Time, a series of fantasy novels that were written by Robert Jordan and finished by Brandon Sanderson. I am Gus. I've read all of them.
I'm Allie, and I'm smug as fuck. I'm also a first-time reader on book 9, and also a prophet.
This podcast only contains spoilers for what Allie's already read. Today, that is everything up to and including Book 9, Chapter 14. Allie, I know you've got something you're excited to talk about, but before we get into that, we have several people to thank.
Yeah, me, for being correct about everything.
Well, I thank you every day for being so cool. But we have several patrons to thank.
Several? Welcome!
All right, Allie, first things first, thanks for the cup of coffee, Maxwell S.
Maxwell S. Just like a... Oh my god, I thought of a word the other day that I'd never used. Captivating. I don't think I've ever used that word. Have I?
It's a good word.
I think that's new. Just like a captivating gas station.
All right.
You are the kind of person that looks at a tank half full. You are someone who always has a snack and also... kind words that fill us up and make us want to keep going. And for that, we thank you. And thank you for being a part of this community.
Thanks for the high five, Jonathan H.
Jonathan H. Just like a judicious...
Did I say high five? I meant cup of coffee. Sorry, Jonathan.
Judicious? I don't think I've used that word either.
No.
Breakthroughs everywhere. A judicious... Oh my god, the dog.
Dog snored. You are blessed.
A judicious hairbrush.
Good.
Mm-hmm. You clear away the tangles of life and smooth them over just with your presence. You bristle at injustice. And you're also handy in a crisis. And for that, we thank you, and thanks for being a part of this community.
Thanks for the high five, Geeky Airy.
Geeky Airy.
Of sleuthing about the Wheel of Time show fame.
Oh, I know who they are entirely. Just like a venerable... I don't think I've done that one either.
It's a good word.
I think I'm discovering some new words lately in my brain. A venerable chicken. Have I done a chicken?
No.
I don't think I've done a chicken. You rarely get your feathers ruffled because you are one calm, cool, and collected person. You don't like to be cooped up. You seek adventure. You attract great opportunities to you. And you're plucky. And for that, we thank you. And thank you for being a part of this community.
Thanks for the pint, Emily K.
Emily K. Just like, and I'm going to make sure this word is a nice word, because I read it the other day and was like, a pulchritudinous.
That's a good one.
Thank you, Melanie Ron, for that one. A pulchritudinous, which means beautiful, for those rushing to Google. Bouillabaisse.
All right.
Never done a bouillabaisse.
You've not done a bouillabaisse, no.
How are you pronouncing it?
Bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse.
It's French. It's pronounced stupid because I speak French.
Look it up. I don't think that's right. Bouillabaisse. 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 The French are dumb. No, I'm just kidding. What if all of the French were like, well, fuck you too?
Camille is like, you're out.
Oh my god.
All right, here we go. I got it.
Okay. Am I right twice in one day?
Bouillabaisse.
God damn it. All right.
Here you go.
Just like a pulchritudinous bouillabaisse. Okay.
A what?
Bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse.
Oh my god. I'm not this mean to you.
Bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse.
That's not true. You absolutely are. It's more fun that way.
Anyway. Just like a pulchritudinous bouillabaisse. Okay? Are you happy, Camille? Okay.
Sorry, Emily.
Emily. We're showing Emily right now, Gus. Please don't rob Emily of her opportunity to have a beautiful compliment by me. Okay. You're going to investigate anything fishy and make sure that the truth comes to light. You sometimes have a hard shell, but underneath all of that, you are someone who is warm and welcoming and also classy. And you're always what's on the menu when it comes to the people that are around you. We always want to share in Emily. And for that, we thank you. Thank you for being a part of this community. My compliments have been fire today.
They're very good. And last but certainly not least, thanks for the high five, Daniel S.
Jesus Christ, there's like 45 of them. I love it.
There were 5. I know you were all very
what did
sweet
I
to
do?
us this week. I know. I don't know what merited this, but it was very thoughtful of you all. So thank
Well,
you.
I love you all so much. Just like a specific quail. You are cool.
Are you saying that with a Q?
Cool.
All right.
Oh, because we cool?
Oh,
Yeah, come on. You're not a follower, but you are someone who follows what needs to be done. And you keep order, you're tidy, you're on it, but you don't quail at responsibility. You tackle it head on and you meet obstacles with your head held high. And you also are a great dancer. You really know how to shake your tail feathers. And for that, we thank you. And thanks for being a part of this community.
thanks, everyone. You're all far too kind to us. As always, if you are skipping 30 seconds to be like, I want to get to the part where they talk about Allie being right about Tuon, there's a timestamp in the description for when the patron thank yous are done. Allie, what are you smug about today?
Everything.
What in particular? What's the big what's the thing that made you feel like this?
Well, let me tell you, Gus. Let's flash back 3 years ago.
I'm not finding that fucking footage, man.
Whence this podcast began. And I fucking said, well, first I made a joke because the Empress of the Seanchan had 2 daughters, and we knew one of them named...
At least 2 daughters.
What? 2 daughters that could get the throne.
At least.
Well, they talked about 2 of them.
They specified...
You get 2.
They specified a second daughter.
Yeah. And they said, there's 1 on? Or they said there's 2 on.
Yes.
And I went, well, what's the other daughter's name? 1 on? And from that...
It was over that day.
A theory was born. Because I knew that Tuon was the name of a Princess Seanchan.
Yes.
And she was important enough to talk about in book 2. And I knew that more Seanchan would be coming. And I knew that the Court of the 9 Moons is what the Seanchan call their royal court. And so therefore I thought to myself, who could the daughter of the fucking 9 Moons be? Not 1 on, but certainly 2 on.
So,
Your Honor, I rest my case.
So how did you feel when you were reading through and then all of a sudden the chapter started and the POV was Tuon? This character who I have been attempting to gaslight you into thinking does not exist or is not important for several years.
I'll tell you how I feel.
Oh, you stupid.
You cannot gaslight me.
I've done it before.
No, wait.
Only about this shit. Not about this, though. This particular thing. I failed.
Do you know who I am? I am the Detective Allie.
Ah, yes.
I have detected Tuon to
You
be
have.
the daughter of the 9 Moons, Matt's future bride. I felt like this.
Well done. Are you excited?
I'm pleased.
To read these we have a little we got to get to before Tuon, of course. Before Tuon, we have 2 or 3 other folks to chat about. You are looking at the soundboard. What are you looking at?
That's how I feel.
I
That's it.
see.
That's the one.
Beautiful. So before we get that, let's talk, Allie.
No, we don't need to talk about anything else. We just need. This will be 4 hours of me gloating.
Where we left off?
I don't give a fuck.
Where did we leave off?
I don't give a fuck. I want to talk about where we're going.
But where did we leave off?
I don't know. Rand?
Elaine
No.
got railed.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Happy for her.
Yes. So that happened. That's over. And now we jump to
Do you think she's going to write a letter about it?
She's going to journal.
No, I want letters.
Dear
I want
Rand.
things that will be in the history books one day as a letter between Rand and Elaine, and it's just sexting.
Good. I hope so.
I want that.
I hope so, man.
You know what's the worst thing on this planet is
What?
that historians are like, we need to save everything.
Yeah, so we have, James, who was it?
I think it was James Joyce.
Was it? No, it could have been James Joyce.
It was some guy with a fart kink. And we've talked
Henry
about
James? I don't remember.
We've talked about it on this podcast before that they had a fart kink.
And we have letters between them and their partner about farts. And
he's
it's like,
like,
I'm real happy for y'all.
I want to rail you while you're farting.
I'm
and all
happy
this
for
stuff.
you too. I didn't
And I'm like, why did they need to keep that? If you had
think
real
that
friends,
they wanted that public.
they would have burned the shit out of those letters.
Allie, chapter 13 is called Wonderful News. This is the chapter logo.
You know what's
is it?
wonderful news?
What?
That I'm right again, Luce Theron.
Do you have notes for the it's the sun, by the way, the Kyrianan sun.
I'm going to be absolutely fucking insufferable.
I support this.
Pulchritudinous. I read. Beep, beep, beep.
Did you get the notes out?
No.
I see.
But you know what I did do?
What?
Started labeling chapters.
Hey, big money.
I think. What chapter is it?
13.
13. All right. How dare they not take hot spiced wine, honestly?
Oh, yeah. Sad.
Like, they're like, do you want this hot spiced wine? And everyone was like, no.
I'd
fuck
rather
you.
die because
What's
I
your
hate
name?
fun.
Grady?
Great. And,
Who was it? It was a child. It was the young one.
It's Eben.
Eben. They're like, fuck you, Eben, and your spiced wine. So that's sleeping draft instructions. Those were
Oh, yeah, that was a little fucking weird, wasn't it?
Ominous as shit. Someone's gonna die from that shit.
Well, Varen gonna be poisoning people?
I don't know, Varen, maybe.
Because that's Varen's got that shit.
But who would Varen poison?
I don't know.
I do think Dylan's not long for this world.
Dial-in.
Yeah.
This is a different country we're in.
I wanted to share that if we're talking about people I don't think are going to make it to the end
All right.
of the series. Dylan's toast.
Dylan's toast.
I think so.
All right.
You know why?
Why?
She's like a guardian figure.
She is. That's true.
She represents stability and hope, and it's someone who will guide Elaine and take care of Elaine and help Elaine.
Can't have that.
No, we can't have that. Not for interesting conflict.
No.
Yeah, Dylan's toast. I think David Hanlon kills her.
I hope he dies. Do you
Maybe
have
she
more?
maybe she takes him out with her. What if that's who Varen kills? That would be awesome.
Interesting.
Maybe. Oh, ooh, God.
Yes.
What?
One note in. Go ahead.
I just bite your nose.
I didn't know why you want to talk about David Hanlon of all fucking people.
Because I have a theory.
Go ahead, hit me with it. Drop a train on me.
Well, what if Varen kills Adelius with it?
Uh-oh. Why would she do that?
Because she figures that she's a fucking dark friend.
That'd be pretty good. Pretty clever. I would read that. I'd read the fuck out of it.
But I want them to do like a magic battle.
An awesome old lady battle.
Yeah. I want Varen on one side, Cadsuane on the other, and
why are they fighting?
They're teaming up.
You said on the other.
Well, I don't know where Varen stands at this moment. I don't think she's a bad person, but she definitely has motives.
Yeah. So does everybody.
No, not me.
Sure.
I'm just kidding. So Semirog is totally with Tuon then. Gus, prompt me to explain when I get there.
Okay. And then, I
wish I had written down what the explanation was, but
I remember what the explanation was.
Because I said, if there's, oh my God, because she's like, oh, this woman died 2 months ago or some shit.
But you had a prediction for this before that.
Oh, well, yeah. I was like, well, Semirog said that she has a young female charge.
There was other stuff. Because we switched to a Daemon Dread perspective, and he's like...
Oh!
Yeah.
I remember now.
Yes.
So, I figured out that Semirog must be with Tuon because Daemon Dread mentions in their little meetup, in their cutesy little meetup, that it's having a hard time showing up to the meetings.
Yeah.
Misana too, but he thinks that's more suspicious. He seemed really like, yeah, she's got good reasons for not being able to be here.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder why that is. So at first I thought, okay, well, if she's with Tenobia, maybe because they're like riding horses a bunch and like, you know, wandering around, because in order to gateway, you have to know your surroundings.
Yes.
Right? So if you are constantly moving, that might make things difficult, but they have to sleep sometimes. So that didn't make sense. But if you're on a boat...
Yeah, but then, you know, I'll tell you what this spawned. Go ahead.
But if you're on a boat, you're constantly going to new places, to new locations, right?
Sure, but...
Because you're actively moving. So if you're actively moving, isn't that difficult to make a gateway then? Because you're not in...
I think
one familiar surrounding?
I will say the discussion that came out of this was, does the ship's cabin count as a space? Like, could you make a gateway in a moving thing? Because theoretically the planet is moving. So the gateway is moving with reference to the planet. So does the boat count?
I say, fuck you, I'm a genius.
I like that response. I would also say...
Stop poking holes in my genius.
I also say...
I got it right, even if it was the wrong answer.
What? You don't think it's possible that the previous truth speaker died mysteriously and then the Empress appointed this random woman?
Shut the fuck up.
You don't think that could be just coincidence? That this woman who really likes giving extremely cruel penances and shits on Tuon in public all the time? You don't think that's coincidence?
This is
Who is
the
described as
fucking
looking
one.
exactly like Summerog?
Yes, this is it. Because she just, for some reason, decided to take the dumbass boy playbook and do the same thing.
No,
but she didn't take over. Now she's just kind of like second in command.
She's not second in command. She's the truth speaker.
Yeah, but like the truth speaker is going to influence whatever Tuon does because she's going to tell her the truth.
Do you have more notes, by the way?
What's with the little ring on Graendal's finger?
Good question, Allie. What do you think?
No idea.
Yep. Maybe it's important.
It definitely is. Why else would they mention it? What's the little thing? So it's not the ring finger.
Pinky. Got a pinky ring.
Pinky.
What could that be? Have we seen this before?
A plain gold ring?
On a pinky finger?
Fuck!
Have we?
Have we?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. You already know where she is.
Gimme.
No.
Gimme.
You can't have it.
Gimme. Wait, who? Yeah, we know she's in, Abadar. No. What's it called? What's the hot place?
Arad Daman.
Arad Daman. We haven't been to Arad Daman in a while.
We have never been to Arad Daman.
So then why would the gold ring matter?
I don't know.
We've never met an Arad Damani.
We have. Lyanna's Damani.
Yeah, but Lyanna...
We've just never been there.
Yeah, so we've never met anyone who fits Graendal's description.
Well,
there.
And we know literally who she's posing as.
Is she bouncing around posing as other people?
But we know who she is. She's posing as an elderly, infirm woman in the hills.
I know. So why plain gold ring?
I don't know. Damondred thought it was interesting, though.
Who else has a plain gold ring?
Anyone you can think of?
Jane Farstrider?
I don't think so.
Is it a way to control Jane Farstrider? Why am I so on that?
I don't know.
Well, what could the plain gold ring be? Could it be like some kind of... Who is a plain gold ring? Who is a plain gold ring? Tell me.
I don't know. Maybe I know, maybe I don't. Stop slapping me gently. And I don't know, Allie, can you not remember a plain gold ring? No. I can't remember yesterday. Stop. Well, you're gonna have to read and find out, see if that comes back to you. If it ever was stop. If it ever was there in the first place. You actually upset? Or gonna keep hitting No, I just feel like it's gonna be really distracting to the people who are listening. Because they can't see you. So there's just random percussive noises of you gently bapping different parts of my body. They like it. No, they don't. Do you have more notes for Chapter 13? Who is it? That's a good question, Allie. You're going to have to read and find out. Another mystery. I can't with all the mysteries. Robert Jordan loves his mysteries. Oh. Sometimes he doesn't resolve them. Who is that? You're going to have to read and find out. Shit. All right, come on. Wait, who is it? Is Asmodean? Does Asmodean have a little gold ring? I don't know. He seems like the type. You'd have a little pinky ring. But do you have more notes? No, please don't. Wait, okay, but unless it's like a child's ring. It could be. It's like small enough that Graendal has to put it on her pinky. Maybe. Wait, does that make sense? Yes. Yes, it does, I think.
Is there someone with really tiny fingers? Is there someone called like James Little Fingers?
Let me see if I can find this exact moment that has so consumed you.
Why does it matter? We already know where she is and who she is and what she's doing. What is it? Roigan Ituralda? What's his name?
Ituralda?
Rogaine Ituralda?
Okay.
Bald Spot Ituralda?
Where is this? I know they talk about the ring. I just can't find...
Single ring on his finger he wore.
I can't... Hold on.
It was where anyone could see. Oh my god, the dog looks so cute right now. I can't even stand it. They can't see it, but it's so cute. He likes to sleep on my back support crab. It's become his back support crab. Okay.
Yeah, something quite strange. The Damondred wondered whether anyone else had noticed a simple ring of gold on the little finger of her left hand. Simple was never associated with Graendal. I don't know, Allie.
I'm not sleeping tonight.
I don't know, Allie. You're going to have to think back. Maybe you're going to have to do a quick reread of books 1 through 8.
I'm just going to search Wheel of Time gold ring.
No. Well, that'll be Lance. That'll come up.
Okay.
Do you have more notes, though? Remember when you were like, man, I don't think you let me read enough. This is only going to be 10 minutes of content. We haven't started the chapter. We're 28 minutes in.
Well, I don't want to know about the ring. Tell me.
No. Keep reading.
No. All right. Hold on. I lost my place. Peaches are poisonous?
Yes.
Not a world worth living in, honestly.
Yeah,
I
quite
need
sad.
my peach rings.
Quite sad. Very good.
Love peach rings. Graendal totally knew Rand had the keys, and Damondred knows that she knows. But does she know that he knows that she knows? Rand had the keys to what?
The access keys.
Oh. So now they all just know about Erengar and Osengar? So why was it a secret then?
Yeah, that's just public now.
But why was it a secret then?
I have no idea.
Why was it a secret then?
It's not now, though.
But why was it a secret then?
Because it's fun,
Why
man.
did they get to know now? What did Osengar do that made it so that, or Erengar do so that they wanted to tell everybody that they exist?
I don't know. They're just public knowledge.
Is it because now everyone knows about Moradin, so they know that people can come back? Do they know that Moradin is what's his face?
No, I don't know.
Is Shamael?
You technically don't have in-universe confirmation of that, even though I told you that I don't see any other possible conclusion from what you've guessed.
Stop it.
Chapter 13, wonderful news. Cadsuane. Chap. What happens?
Well, Cadsuane was bad Swain.
How? What?
I don't know. I just wanted to say that. Cadsuane.
She's a little pissed off at Darlin.
They tortured...
At Dobrain.
They tortured those women who just wanted to bump badges.
Didn't torture them.
Yeah, they had them howling.
They interrogate... Well, sure. I bet they spanked them because it's Aes Sedai.
Yeah, she said they had them, howling.
Why did they do this?
Because they thought that they knew stuff, but really it was just that
they were just fucking.
Tongue and clits, you know?
They were just doing the business.
Happy for them.
Very happy. Why did they want this to stay secret?
Why did they want this to stay secret? Oh, because one of them's married.
Yeah.
And because Kyrianen are prude.
Shaylin's married. Kyrianen are so prudish. Except on orgy day.
And Cadsuane's they get one day to let it all out.
Yeah. So the she's here with the Windfind, with the sea folk. Hareen Din Tagara. You remember her? No. And I demand the return of my Windfinder, Aes Sedai. And she's yelling at her, and Eben Hopwell's there, and he's serving wine.
Oh, I liked the saying that if they all found out, she'd be Windfinder to a rowboat.
Yeah, that was cute.
I liked the saying.
She's kind of half paying attention to the sea folk and half not paying attention to the sea folk, which is also relatable. What I do. Yeah,
we were both gonna make the same joke. Marriage.
No matter how Dobrain grumbled about how impossible it was to meet the terms of that incredible bargain Rathella and Mirana had made on behalf of the Althor boy, he still might have handled the sea folk himself. She could hardly give them half of her mind. Probably that was just as well for them. If she focused on the Atha on Mier,
it's just as well for everybody.
She would be hard-pressed not to swat them like bite-me's. Though they were not the real source of her exasperation. You got 5 Aes Sedai. Who are they? Whose Aes Sedai are here?
Rand's.
Yeah, it's
the ones that have pledged
Rand's crew.
fealty.
They're all playing stones.
Okay, those are Varens, really.
They're Varens.
What is going on with
Rand.
Varen? I don't understand. Did you have a theory as to what was going on with Varen at this time?
I thought something, but I didn't know what. I was like, I'm going to read this book in a month. Whee! And then I did it again.
My spidey senses are tingling. I have to think about this one. Wait, I have to write down these new mysteries.
Yeah.
Okay, why the gold ring?
I don't know.
And why is Varen fucking around with all these Aes Sedai? What does she want from them? And Min says they're not going to be threats, which makes me believe that Varen is.
They will each serve you, each in her own way.
Yeah, so they're not threats to Rand, right?
They will each serve you, each in her own way.
She says, like, they're not going to hurt you.
She says each will serve you, each in her own way. So yes.
If you know what I mean.
Hey.
Ooh. I hated it when I said it.
Yeah, Hareen keeps yelling about stuff and is like, give me back my fucking Windfinder.
Well, she is a fucking Windfinder.
She is. Cadsuane is like, no. And then she keeps yelling. But like, what is she thinking about throughout this? The Sea Folk are the plot, but what is Cadsuane doing?
She's thinking about Rand?
She's thinking about all these Aes Sedai that swore fealty. She's like, what the fuck is going on with that? That's weird.
What the fuck is going on, Cadsuane?
So then Varen and Cerelia come in. Cerelia very ominously hands Varen... By the way, Varen's got on a brooch. What is that?
It's Angreal.
She's got the Angreal on.
What does that Angreal do? Just like magnify her power? Or
Okay. All right. So there's 3 kinds of Angreal.
No, I know. But is this one a magnifying power, or is it one with a special thing?
It's an Angreal.
So it just magnifies her power.
Yes.
And a Terra Angreal has specific uses?
Yes. You got it.
3 years in, baby.
What's a Sa Angreal?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's a super Angreal.
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you.
Oh my god.
I could cry.
Oh my
You
god.
finally got it.
3 years in.
Holy shit.
3 years fucking in.
All right. So yeah.
Wow. I'm so proud of me.
Varen and Cerelia come in. Cerelia hands her this vial and goes, that will help you sleep. But remember, just 3 drops in water, or 1 in wine. A little more, and you might sleep a day or longer. Much more, and you will not wake. There is no taste to warn you, so you must be careful. I'm like, y'all should really put, like, a fucking...
Put a label on
warning agent in this.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a label. Definitely keep that out of reach of toddlers. You know? Just baby-proof that.
So
They should put on one of those caps that's hard to remove.
So Cadsuane's sitting there, she's like, oh man, Varen's stressed out too. I'm having trouble sleeping, we're all having trouble sleeping. Shit's hard, man. Rand's throwing shit all over the place. We got Aiel.
Well, is that like people giving them bad dreams? Like, is that...
Could be.
Is there
but they ward their
Taliran
dreams.
Riyadh reason?
They ward their dreams.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But maybe someone can poke through it with like the true power or something.
Maybe.
Well,
only
power.
Moradin can use the true power now.
I know, but is he like fucking with him?
That seems like a very...
Specific?
low-level task.
Yeah, maybe.
So then Hareen leans forward and taps Cadsuane's cheek.
What?
And goes, you are not listening to me.
Okay, if someone touched my face in an argument, I'd be so peeved.
You will listen. And Cadsuane just goes, I think I will not spank the shit out of you. She goes, you speak for the mistress of the ships to the Athanmier with all of her authority, which is more than I can imagine. If your Windfinder is not returned to you within the hour, you will see that the Curamore punishes me severely. You require an apology for your Windfinder's imprisonment, and you require me to make Lord Dobrain set aside the land promised by the Curamore immediately. I believe that covers the essential points. And Hareen's like, all right. Great, now that that's settled, I do not care a fig for your Curamore. If you ever touch me again without permission, I will have you stripped, striped, bound, and carried back to your rooms in a sack.
Period.
If you do not cease pestering me about your sister,
well, I don't know about threatening to whip the black person.
Yeah.
That's my only thing, but otherwise, period.
Well, I might actually grow angry. And then she gets up and leaves.
I know that that's not... the subtext in their world, but
I understand.
In my world, I'm like, dude.
Yeah. She's, all right, send them to their rooms. That's great. So they do that. Cerelia grumbles. The Sea Folk are super racist to the Aiel and probably likewise back. How do Cadsuane and Cerelia get along?
Great.
They love each other.
I think it's the cutest thing. Old women hanging.
They kind of love each other. Cadsuane went to meet her with a smile. Cerelia was not a woman you made come to you. Everyone thought they were becoming friends, which they might, yet, she realized in surprise, but no one knew of their alliance. So what's Cerelia here for?
I don't remember.
Hey, all of the other Aes Sedai prisoners have now asked to serve and swear fealty to the Karakarn.
Go.
All of them. All 19.
Not your problem anymore. But what is Varen doing with them? Does she just want him to have Aes Sedai that he can trust?
Maybe she's just chill.
She's got a plan. She said, I make myself seem dumb on purpose.
She did say that she has that cipher book, too.
What is the cipher book?
And a couple times now she's mentioned...
What's a cipher book?
She has that book that looks like it's just...
about
drawings
flowers.
But actually it's a code. And a couple times now she's said stuff like, I haven't made a serious mistake in 70 years, or, this almost upset 70 years of planning.
What happened 70 years ago?
We don't know.
Why did she start planning 70 years ago?
I don't know.
What happened 70 years ago? Is there anything that's happened in the past 70 years?
There is no global geopolitical event that we could point to that was 70 years ago now.
More mysteries with no answers.
I love them.
I have more seeds in my teeth.
So...
I need to write these down. I need to write down to solve these later. Okay, hold on. Solve this or die.
So Cerelia...
Wait. Okay. Gold ring, Graendal, pinky, and Varen with the cipher book and the Aes Sedai. The fuck.
So Cerelia leaves.
Oop, sorry.
And Varen goes, she is formidable. I'm very glad she's on our side. If she is. And Cadsuane goes, you have the appearance of a woman with something to say that you don't want to. About Cerelia? That alliance was very vaguely defined. Friendship or no friendship, she and the Wise One still might turn out to be aiming at different goals. Not that, the stout little woman sighed. I know it was not my business, Cadsuane, but Bira and Karuna were getting nowhere with my guests, so I had a little talk alone with Shaylin. After a little gentle questioning, she spilled out the whole story.
Yeah, because you're good at getting people to tell you stuff.
And Eilil confirmed everything.
You
once I realized
her,
she already
sure.
knew. I already knew. Soon after the sea folk first arrived here, Eilil approached Shaylin, hoping to... By the way, who's Eilil?
The Windfinder gal.
No, that's Shaylin. Who's Eilil?
Who is Eilil?
Eilil Ryaton.
Oh.
What did she do in Book 8 that made you really excited?
Eilil Ryaton?
Eilil Ryaton was friends with Anayela.
Who's Anayela?
Anayela and Eilil were the two women who...
Oh, they tried to kill Rand!
They were like, maybe we just kill him. And then he was like, y'all should move in.
And that was the lady who was hooking up with the
That's
other?
the one who was fucking Shaylin.
Whoa! Lesbian plotting!
Eilil approached Shaylin
At the Home Depot.
hoping to learn what they wanted with young Althor. For her part, Shaylin wanted to learn whatever she could about him and about the situation here. That led to meetings.
Gus, it's the Home Creepo. Get it? Instead of Home Depot?
Why is it? I don't understand.
Because they're creeping. They're
Oh,
plotting,
they're creeping. They're sneaking.
The Home Creepo.
Creepo I associate with a negative thing, because I call someone a creepo.
Well, they tried to stab Rand. I think
did.
that's pretty negative.
That led to meetings, which led to friendship, which led to them becoming pillow friends. As much from loneliness as anything else, I suspect. In any case, that was what they were hiding more than their mutual snooping. And Cadsuane goes, they put up with days under the question to hide that?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck cares?
They didn't want to be outed. They can come out when they're ready.
Yeah, so this whole very entertaining, very fun
During
thing.
Pride Month.
I know.
Homophobic.
Kyrianen are prim and prudish, Cadsuane, in public at least. They might
In private, they're freaks.
They might carry on like rabbits when the curtains are drawn. But they wouldn't admit to touching their own husbands if anyone might overhear. And the sea folk are almost as straight-laced. At least Shaylin is married to a man with duties elsewhere, and breaking marriage vows is a very serious crime. A breach of proper discipline, it seems.
if her sister find out, Shaylin would be windfinder on a rowboat, I think her exact words were.
Oh, just do what everyone in LA does and do a vow renewal when you fuck up.
So Cadsuane is like, all right, fuck, god damn it, fine, let Lady Isla go back to her apartments, and you know what? Tell her to tell me everything that her brother does, because that guy sucks ass, and we'll hold on to Shaylin for right now. All right, we're going to hold on to her for a minute.
Okay. Which one's Shaylin?
The Windfinder.
They're going to hold on to her?
We'll send her.
They just said that they would send her.
No, they said they will send Ilil back. Shaylin, they're going to hold on to her until tomorrow.
But they just told but Ilil is the one who tried to stab Rand.
Yes.
But they just told the ship lady.
Yes.
That they would send her Windfinder
No,
back.
they did not.
They said they'd have her back within the hour.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
Where did they say that?
They said that when they talked to her.
No, they did not.
They said, we'll have the Windfinder back within the hour or the Quarrelmore will punish me.
She said, these are the things you said to me. What I say to you is,
I thought she said
if you touch me again, I will kick the shit out of you. Get fucked. Get out of my fucking face. Was what Cadsuane said.
Oh, I thought she was saying, I'll do all that stuff now. Get out of my face or I'm going to kick your ass.
Hareen was like, you're not listening to me. And Cadsuane said, here are all the things you said. Sound good? Great. I don't care. Fuck you.
Okay, I was very confused.
No. So...
See, and I feel like Cadsuane's like, we could send her back, but now I just want to keep her because I want to piss off what's-her-face.
She wants...
Touchy-facey girl.
She wants to mine her for some information about the sea folk.
Ostensibly, but really she just wants to piss off the lady who deigned to touch her face. She's like, do you know what... that I do a 12-step Korean skincare routine?
So Corelli comes in. What's she want? Yellow Aja.
God damn, did I read this chapter?
She goes, holy shit, guess what? Damer Flynn just healed Ergain's Stilling.
Oh.
He fucking did it, and guess what else? She is back at peak strength.
Here's my thing.
Now, you had feelings. And
Why
I also have some feelings.
Everything away from Nynaeve.
Yeah.
She was the strongest, and she had healed Stilling.
And she made up like a special kind of healing that nobody had seen in thousands of years.
And here's my thing. I'm down for the men figuring it out. I just wanted to see like hard work being done to match it. But instead, oh look, it's not that much of a miracle. It also is kind of like Nynaeve did that. I just wanted to see them like inspired by her at least.
Yeah.
Or acknowledging that she discovered
we could make a nod. We could mention something about it.
Yeah, just acknowledging that she had discovered it and that they were like, okay, we kind of took what you did and put some man juice on it.
Yeah.
But like Nynaeve really did us all a solid by discovering it. Something which just feels like right now she's being brought very low and is becoming like a joke.
Yeah, I don't really much like how she's being used here either. Since she got married, honestly, breaking her block was kind of, so far, the pinnacle of her storyline, right?
Yeah.
Since then, what is she really...
Well, it felt like she had suddenly, like, come into her own power during that scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah. Nynaeve is finally at peak strength, and she's, you know, healed Stilling. She's, like, making miracles happen, essentially. She's super doctor. She's Dr. House. Figuring out that it's never lupus. And then it feels like now, what is she doing? What is her... And now, listen, she's going to cleanse the tape, but with Rand.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, but then is someone going to come along and cleanse it better? Like, it just kind of feels like everything that's cool about her is also being given to someone else.
It does. Olivia's stronger. Damer figured out how to heal Stilling, and I think he also can do her super cool, complicated healing.
Yeah. I just wish they acknowledged that, like, Nynaeve was the reason they figured out that they could do this.
I agree. I think that would be preferable. So...
rather than giving this man the credit.
Yeah.
For something
it is different. First. I agree with you.
I understand it's like...
I agree with you. I'm just clarifying
I
things.
understand that it's, flowers and pipe bombs or whatever, but I don't know. There's something about it.
I think part of it is Cadsuane doesn't know But I agree with you, because she's like, oh my god, he figured out how to do it. And it is also, he did it better, because he healed her back to... men can heal women to full strength, and women can heal men to full strength.
Yeah.
So...
Which is also like, meh. But, you know what I get about that, though, is that we do need each... I think Robert Hood's thesis is we need each other.
You need to work together, yeah.
Balance needs to happen. We need to accept each other's differences, all that, and a bag of chips.
Yep. They all want to swear fealty to Rand.
We need men.
Suddenly, Narishma busts in. What's he want?
Narishma busts in. I don't know. What does he want?
Dude, Alana just passed the fuck out.
Oh, that was Narishma that told them that.
Well, they call him Jahar, because that's his name. But sure. I'm going to keep calling him Narishma.
He's Narishma.
Yeah.
So Narishma walks in. Alana passed out because Rand fucked so hard.
I think it was the bond.
Oh. So she missed the fucking that came afterwards.
She did. She was passed out.
Good for her.
And also then this messenger comes up and he's like, hey, what's up? How you doing, Cadsuane today? Forgive me for bothering you when you're in a hurry, but I thought I should tell you that the Lady Caroline and the High Lord Darlin are no longer in the Lady Heroine's palace. They're on a river ship bound for Tyr. Beyond reach by this time, I fear. And she's like, you want to fucking bet on that?
Darlin's about to become king of Tyr. Because you know what we need to get to have a perfect world? A monarchy.
Someone on Twitter argued that the Wheel of Time was anti-monarchist.
What?
I was like,
no. Of all the takes, no, I do not agree with that.
The High Lord Darlin is to be the Lord Dragon's steward of Tyr, and it did seem wise to send the Lady Caroline out of the country. She's forsworn her rebellion and her claims to the Sun Throne, but others still might try to use her.
I think Americans have like kind of a weird fascination with monarchies.
Yeah, we do.
Probably because we don't have one.
Yeah, absolutely we do.
Yeah, why do you think like so many people wake up at 5 a.m. to watch the royal wedding of
Why do you think there are so many dynastic political families in the United States?
I think it's because we don't have monarchy, so I think that's also why celebrity culture is so big here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think because we don't have like royalty to fawn over, we come up with our own.
Yeah. So they go in to check on Alana, and they're like, damn, she's passed the fuck out. This is nuts, and we're gonna wait until she wakes up. And we switch perspective, and we're also really overdue for ads, so get ready for a very long ad break, or Spreaker just skipping both of them. Welcome back. Damon Dredd, how's he doing?
He's doing good.
He's having a good time. He's chilling out. Who's he looking for?
He's looking for
Rand. He's like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
Why is he all over the fucking place? The fuck is going on?
Oh, yeah, he's so mad about that.
Bouncing all over the shit. And these guys fucked up, couldn't even kill him right. What a bunch of assholes. I hate these fucking idiots. And Osengar is like, hey, watch your fucking mouth, dude.
Well, so, okay. This is what's confusing to me. Is like, what? So Damon Dredd's clearly involved in the Black Tower, right? But Osengar is also clearly involved in the Black Tower. Because he's Shiva.
Osengar does specifically frown when Damon Dredd refers to the failed assassins as idiots and blind fools.
So does...
As well he might, but he quickly smoothed that plain, creased face.
As well he might. So he knows that he's involved with them.
Maybe.
Yes.
He goes, a matter of chance. Simply probabilities. Next time he will be killed or taken. Chance can't protect him forever. And
have you ever heard of a little something called Taviran?
Big Titty Maid Girl is there, which is the only way I'm ever going to refer to Erengar. And she goes, you're going to depend on chance? You were responsible for watching him, Osengar. You and Damon Dredd. My own charge is... So, what
and
the fuck?
And then she puts her thumb down.
Yeah.
Like, I've got her under my thumb.
Yeah, she pins her to the... What is she actually accomplishing?
Fucking nothing. She's giving her headaches.
She's giving her headaches. I have seen.
You know what else gives me headaches? periods.
I have seen
so much shit gives me headaches.
I've seen the argument that
Spending too much time on the computer.
It is possible that she's interfering with her dreaming. Maybe. Now, to what end?
Who gives a fuck?
I just love that Erica's just like, I got this shit on lock. I am giving her head rubs and headaches.
Oh my god, I thought you were going to stop for a second.
No.
No, I'm like, okay, give me one fucking thing that you've actually accomplished other than giving her a fucking headache. It's not even a migraine.
No, it's just a headache.
Migraine would be truly evil.
Graendal comes over. I should think you'd be more worried, Erengar. You and Osengar and Damon Dread.
Considering you've done nothing.
And Moradin, wherever he is. Perhaps you should fear Althor's success as much as his failure.
Are they not afraid of Rand succeeding? What a pointless ass comment, Graendal.
So Osengar goes, what do you mean? In the first place, my dear Graendal, I doubt that even I could devise a method to remove the Great Lord's shadow from Sidene. Althor is primitive. Anything he tries inevitably will prove insufficient, and I, for one, cannot believe he can even imagine how to begin. In any event, we will stop him trying, because the Great Lord commands it.
You can't believe that he would look at the cleanse being filthy and go, we gotta clean that shit?
I can understand fear of the Great Lord's displeasure if we somehow failed, unlikely as that might be. But why should those of us you named have any special fear?
Because they channel Sidene.
Yes. Why? Why is this something they should be worried about?
Because if the taint is gone, then men can come after them.
If the taint is gone, what has been like a huge pull for male channelers turning to the shadow?
Well, that he can keep them from going crazy. Yeah.
So if the taint is cleansed,
Dark One's gonna be pissed.
Then that is no longer a bargaining chip.
And he's like, fuck men.
Maybe he might be like, well, you know what? I didn't trust you guys before, so get shit on.
Yeah, well, now there's no... Well, I guess the Dark One could get worried that now that there's no protection needed, they might turn on him. What?
I was going to make a joke about your wording, but I'm not going to anymore.
No, there's no protection. They might
gonna raw dog the Dark One over here.
They're gonna raw dog the Dark One.
I hate everything that I just said. I hate everything that I just said.
Raw dog the Dark One. That's the title.
No, it's not. We're gonna get banned. So Moradin just shows up and he's like, "What's up?"
Sprigger's gonna be like, "You didn't let us put any fucking
can't advertise
ads.
Beer, but you can say raw dog the Dark One."
We have a very specific and weird line at Wheeltix.
We spent like
we won't
half
trigger
an hour.
Someone's alcoholism, but we will talk about raw dogging
We spent
Satan.
half an hour making jokes about a character potentially pooping on the floor in a Hunger Games episode. Yeah. So
still funny.
Yeah. So Damon Dread is like, "Hey, what's no?" Moradin just shows up. He's got Sindane, who trots at his heels like a bosomy little silver-haired pet.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, you guys suck. Moradin has a
God,
thank
please,
you.
No.
Moradin has a rat on his shoulder. Damon Dread's like, "What the fuck do you want?" So anyway, I'm getting a little too granular here. I've been saying granular a lot lately.
You have. I've been meaning to tell you.
He's like, "Anyway, did I tell you that Slayer is supposed to kill Padden Fane?"
What?
Yeah, that's what his job is. Haven't seen him since book
Slayer's
4.
supposed to kill Padden Fane? Well, I guess, all right. That's one way to use Slayer. We could also go, "Hey, Slayer, you know Perrin, who you hate?
Do anything.
Do anything to Perrin. Literally anything. Give him headaches. Apparently that's better than, I don't know, whatever the fuck we did. We blew up Rand's house. What have you done? We blew up Rand's house and we took a bunch of walking nukes and set them loose on the world. And yet you've got your charge under your fucking thumb? What is the last thing that you did? Right now she's attacking the White Tower and all you've done is give her a wee tension headache. You know what else could have done that? a weird smell.
Deodorant.
Yeah. You know what else could have done that?
Huh?
A loud noise. You know what else could have done that? Not drinking water.
So, Moradin vaporizes the rat with the true power because he's really into, like, very...
Rat back Ishi continuing to rat back.
He's so into these, like, college theater student, I say that lovingly, I was one, demonstrations of his emotion.
That's,
where, like,
no, this is giving freshman at Fall Generals.
He plays chess with himself. He murders his servant by accident while crushing the bars. He vaporizes the rat. He's so fucking funny to me.
He's extra.
He is so over the
OTT.
top. I love him. He's ridiculous. He's so dumb. I mean that as a compliment, not like he makes bad decisions. I mean, like, he's just so goofy. And he's so emo about it.
Yeah. It's like, Samael is the funniest Forsaken.
Absolutely, bar none.
Baelol's up there too.
Baelol is, yes,
but,
pound for pound.
Okay,
yes.
so we got, here's the funniest Forsaken. Samael's the funniest, bar none. Baelol second, for sure. Mr. I'm going to walk into a room and get Bael fired. That's fucking funny.
Hey, man, you should probably grab that sword. You should pick it up. If you pick it up, you might be able to beat me, but if you don't, then you won't. You should grab it. Grab that shit, dude. Get it.
Super
Go.
effective. Super effective.
Idiot.
And then Moradin's third, for sure.
It's pretty fucking
ridiculous.
Funny. I love the Forsaken. So only he can use the true power now.
Because he's,
yeah, he's
nameless.
Names. Yeah. So he's like, hey, Osangar, good thing that you never considered how to remove the taint, because we would have had to fucking kill you, probably. Anyway,
Why?
Randall Thor, because you can't do that. He goes, anyway, Randall Thor is dumber than rocks, unlike me, who is smart.
You've already died once. I think if you've died once, you should be a lower tier of Forsaken. Am I wrong?
No, I think that's a good point.
I think if you've died once, you are a second-class citizen in the Forsaken.
What does Sindane mean?
Last chance.
Last chance. So,
that's Lanfear for sure.
Sindane is like, hey, guess what, idiots? He took the access keys to the Choiden Call.
That's not good.
I say it Choiden Call because I'm not saying Choden Cal. Choden Cal. But I say Choiden Call because it's fun.
You know, the Choden Call, the statues are wider than they are tall.
Erengar goes, I thought the keys were all destroyed. He could shatter the world just trying to use the Choiden Call.
And Erengar goes, don't worry about this, y'all. I'm going to give Egwene the sickest headache.
Osangar goes, if you'd ever read anything besides a history book, you'd know they're almost impossible to destroy. How can this girl know he has them? How? And...
What girl? Oh, Sindane?
Sindane, yeah.
Because she's Lanfear, and she told him to get them, and she was with him in the waste when he got them.
So...
Am I wrong?
Probably was. I mean,
Lanfear.
Look, why is she weaker than Lanfear?
Because of Grendel's ring. No.
Because she is noticeably weaker than Lanfear.
Well, maybe it's a punishment.
Can you do that?
Or is it the Kasufra? Does the Kasufra make you weaker?
Is Moghedian noticeably weaker?
I mean, she's been on a bit of a downturn.
Yeah, but she would have probably noticed, right?
Well, I guess she did blast all of Nynaeve's boat.
She did do that.
And almost a pigeon.
Yeah.
I guess that's pretty strong, right?
Pretty strong.
Unless she was, like, incredibly strong before, because she and Nynaeve were evenly matched before.
They were evenly matched.
Was
By the way,
Lanfear as strong as they were?
I went back. Olivia is equal strength to Lanfear.
Who's Olivia?
Olivia, who had the best introduction of any character, apart from the whole being stronger than Lanfear thing, where she went, hey, thanks for freeing me. I would like to go murder fantasy fascist slavers now.
Could it have to do with being in a new body?
Maybe. But it doesn't seem to relate to body, right? It seems to be soul.
Well, maybe she's genuinely shook by her experience.
Could be.
Could be. Or maybe it has something to do with the fin.
How could it relate to the fin?
I don't know. If they had to bargain to get her soul back or whatever.
Maybe.
Like, all right, you can keep some of her power if we have her back.
That'd be interesting. Maybe they drained her a little bit of her power.
Or maybe the Dark One's sending her a message. Like, now I'm draining some of your power because you sucked.
Could be somewhere in there. One of those things.
No, I gotta put it on my list. Why is Sindane weaker than Lanfear?
So Moradin does some creepy shit. He tilts Sindane's chin up, and
I hate it.
No, God, please, no!
he did both of them.
It was an accident, but I don't regret it.
No!
So, Damon Dredd isn't sure who she is, and then Damon Dredd is like, all right.
I'm pretty sure who she is.
You know what? Fuck it. I guess we gotta kill this son of a bitch. We've been waffling back and forth on whether or not to kill him on and off for several books now because our motivations keep changing with the times. But I guess it's time to kill him, right? We gotta kill the shit out of him because if he uses these fucking access keys, he could destroy the universe.
But how cool would that be?
I mean...
No, Moradin's like, let him do it.
Moradin goes, killed? If it comes to that, yes. But finding him is no problem. When he touches the Ch13-14, you will know where he is, and you will go there and take him, or kill him if necessary. The Nameless has spoken.
But is the Nameless going to try to make it so that he destroys the universe? This might be a good chance.
Maybe he will.
Because if he's like a nihilist and wants the world to get totally wiped out, this is kind of a good opportunity, right? No?
I don't know.
Maybe? We? See?
So Damon Dredd is like, this is bullshit, man. So we're gonna go team up on Randall Thor, the strongest channeler in the world, while he and presumably a woman are using the strongest Angreal in the world with each other.
What could go wrong?
Where will you be?
Chilling.
You gonna be in your fucking magic little hidey hole, sipping wine, stepping on rats, snapping necks, playing chess with yourself, you fuck boy.
To the pet store.
You colossal fuck boy.
Rats aren't cheap.
The man was nameless for now, but perhaps matters could be arranged so he did not get another body the next time he died. Perhaps it could be arranged soon. And that's the end of chapter 13.
Who is that?
That's Damon Dredd thinking about
Moradin.
Welcome back. Chapter 14. What a veil hides. Allie.
I know what it hides.
She's here.
Me
Do
being right.
you have notes? Where is your phone? That is the dog.
My butt. I just
You are petting the dog,
him.
and I can't stop this. This is lovely.
So cute. Look at him. He loves the back support
He
crab.
does. It's so sweet.
It's his now. He does it. He tears apart every toy, but the back support crab.
The Squishmallows yet.
Not yet. I hope he does not. Okay. Somehow he knows these are mom's toys.
Do you have notes?
Yeah. Just give me a sec. Hold your horses. Oh my God, his little snorts.
Very, very sweet.
He's perfect. Are we chapter 14?
14.
Excuse me. Cut 2 on, huh?
Yes.
And there's a random woman tending to her.
2 of them.
Found Semirog.
Well, maybe. It could be a coincidence.
You can't see the look that I'm giving him, but I am...
It's the daggers.
Enraged.
Ruby hilted daggers.
Don't fuck with me.
All right.
All right. Oh, and she's like, oh, all of this stuff is good omens. And I said, yeah, I think it's actually going to be a bad omen, and you're wrong. Okay, wait, no. She's been around for 25 years, so that's not quite right. Still looking. Never mind. Now I found Semirog. Her name is Anathema.
Oh, interesting. Clever.
Daughter of the 9 moons, baby!
Yes.
Wake up! If you're asleep, wake the fuck up! I'm right!
Now, you scared the dog. Oh, he's asleep again. No. Now, you had a particularly visceral reaction to reading this chapter the first time because you misunderstood one thing that dramatically changed the entire ongoing thing of this, and we had to talk about it because you were like, I'm disgusted.
I was upset.
You were very upset about something because you understandably misinterpreted
I'm still upset, but less upset.
What is the thing that made you among the most upset I've ever seen you reading these books?
I thought she was still 16.
Yes.
Which is bad in itself because Matt's 20. I thought she was underage.
Yes. And you thought she was.
And she says specifically that she looks younger than she is.
Yes.
And so then I was like, so Matt's going to be fucking a literal child
Right.
who looks like 16 but looks
Like 10.
like 12?
So you were
Ew.
understandably sort of like, what the fuck are we doing in light of everything else?
I was like, I hate this.
Yes. But lo and behold.
I hate it. Well, and yeah, so I had that misunderstanding because we have to this week, because we're in the middle of Weddingeddon
Yes.
this month.
Yes.
Someone called it Weddingeddon, and I loved it. I think
Brie.
it was Brie. We're at weddings every weekend this month.
Yes. And they're not close.
No, because our lives can't be easy. But I'm excited about them. It's just a lot of travel.
Yes.
So we're in the middle of Weddingeddon. So we have to record 2 episodes tonight.
Yes.
Right. So we have poked into the next few chapters.
It is 9 p.m.
It is 9 p.m. And like you'll hear in the next episode that we release, there is a lot of like Matt, and I don't think
These are very minor, very minor spoilers for the next couple of chapters.
But Matt thinks that she looks like 10 years younger than she is, which is still not great at 20.
Matt thinks she looks 10 years younger than him, and then he revises and goes,
That would be 10.
He's 22.
Okay, 12.
And then he revises and goes, okay, 6.
6 years younger.
Because at this point,
So 14?
no, 16. He thinks she looks about 16.
16. Still not great.
No, but there are people who look young. That is a thing. That is true. There's nothing wrong with looking young.
No,
Just to clarify.
No, but
That's not the problem.
The issue that I had was that I thought he was saying, and I also thought that Matt was 20, so I thought he was saying she looks 10.
Yes.
Which is, and he also goes, oh, these 2 women are here and also a little girl.
He does at first think she is a child.
It gave me the ick. It
I
was
understand.
squicky.
Yeah, I get it.
I didn't like it.
What kind of... Here is... I agree with you.
I didn't like several things about it.
Now, we can't talk about that until next
We'll
week.
talk about it next week, but that is the context required for why I was pissed.
Yeah.
Because I was on the airport shuttle, pissed off.
Yeah, you were very, very upset.
And I think we got into a bit of a snit. Because you were like, she's not
16,
20.
And I went, no, she's not.
You go, she's not. And I'm like, I literally just read it.
And I said, I am looking at the wiki. She's not.
And I was like, well, the wiki's wrong. The wiki wasn't wrong.
And you read it to me, and it was like, see, she talks about her 16th birthday. And I said, it is very confusing.
It's very confusing and unclear because she only thinks of herself in terms of the number 16.
Yeah, because what happened when she turned 16?
What's-her-face became her, like, caretaker in a different way.
Yes, Seleucia.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say her fucking name differently every goddamn time.
The way that they worded it, though,
Seleucia. I'm saying Seleucia. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
The way that they worded it, though,
it makes it sound like it just happened.
Makes it sound like it just happened.
Yes.
So I thought Matt was going to literally marry a child who looks like a younger child.
Yes.
Now, instead, he's marrying an adult that looks like a child. Now, here's my thing. Here's my issue. Can a woman in these books look her goddamn age?
They do all look younger, by and large.
I fucking hate it. Let women age. I think women are hot when they're 60.
Yeah.
Honestly, I actually think older women are more attractive.
They're very beautiful.
Than younger women. There's something behind the eyes. And their competence. And also, they're just great. Like, I just think, like, I look at older women, I'm like, wow, what gorgeous people. Like, I don't think about it like, wow, they're gorgeous for their age. I'm like, no, they're legitimately hot. They look better to me. I don't know.
So
one more thing.
Go ahead.
But also, at the same time, I don't like this, like, weird shaming of Tuon for looking younger / like, maybe not having as much boob.
Whose perspective is it?
Matt's?
Yeah. We'll talk about this next episode.
I don't care. It's bullshit.
I agree with you. We'll talk about it next episode.
Fine,
there's
but it's bullshit.
Stuff we got to think about in that context. So if you're
Daughter
writing,
of the 9 boobs.
If you're writing commentary, I guarantee you we already talked about it. It just won't come out till next week.
I've got commentary.
The victory of Kidron rolled on long sea swells, making the gilded lamps in the stern cabin swing on their gimbals. But Tuon sat calmly as the razor in Seleucia's sure hand slid across her scalp. Through the tall stern windows, she could see other great ships crashing through the gray-green swells in sprays of white, hundreds of them, row on row, stretching to the horizon. 4 times as many had been left at Tanchico. The Riagele, those who come home. The Korene, the return, had begun. So, Seleukia's shaving her hair.
Okay.
What's up with her? What's up with Tuon? How's she doing? How's your girl? What's her mental state?
She's doing well.
She's not doing
wait. She's unhappy with herself because she punished a demoni.
Yes.
Unnecessarily.
Yes. She felt almost...
Can we talk about Tuon's horse girl energy, but with the fucking demoni?
Yeah, it's a lot, man. She has a lot of...
You think they call it, like, demoni girl energy?
Probably. She's still a slaver, everybody.
I hate it.
She felt almost Mosiev, as if she had lost honor.
Oh, can we also talk about how if Matt ever thinks anything like she'd be really hot if she had hair, or if she has to grow her hair when they're like marrying or something.
Yeah.
If any of that shit happens, I'm going to throw the book out the window.
Her balance was disturbed, and that boded as ill for the
Bald
return
women are hot.
as a loss of Satyr, albatross, or no albatross. Now, he doesn't define these words. Are they in the glossary? Mosiev, in the old tongue, lowered eyes or downcast eyes. Among the Shanshan, to say that one has become Mosiev means that one has lost face. Satyr, in the old tongue, straight eyes or level eyes. Among the Shanshan, it refers to honor or face, to the ability to meet someone's eyes.
So it's serving face.
It is possible to be or have Satyr, meaning that one has honor and face, and also to gain or lose Satyr. It's kind of like Giotto.
Okay.
You can have your eyes lowered because you did something shameful, or you can have your eyes straightened.
Okay.
Yeah. So Seleukia shaves her head.
Can we talk for a second about how fun it is to like touch someone's head who has a shaved head and it's just like a little bit
with
prickly?
Their permission?
Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
Just to be clear.
Well, don't touch someone's head or hair or face.
Or anything.
Or person without permission. Yeah. You know what's the worst person in the world?
Huh?
Sometimes as a woman, men will like try to move past you by touching your hips.
No,
God, please, no!
Jail.
Yeah, they'll go like, excuse me, and they'll like grab your hips and move you.
You can tap someone on the shoulder if you gotta.
Oh, you know what else I've heard that's
Don't
such bullshit?
That. What?
Some people with wheelchairs, because now I'm part of the like chronically ill community, and so, you know, people are in wheelchairs. Some people report that people will move them out of the way.
Oh, no, you can't
do not ever move a person in a wheelchair.
So
what the fuck is wrong with you?
So tell me about Seleukia.
Unless they say it's okay.
Yeah, tell me about Seleukia.
Seleukia seems cool. She was Tuon's nanny, basically, right?
Yep.
And helped raise her. And then on Tuon's 16th birthday, which I'm assuming is adulthood in the Shanshan lands.
Yeah.
Her sweet 16 was she gave Seleucia.
I don't know.
She gave Seleucia a bag of gold for every time that she was punished as a kid.
Yes.
As like a sorry I was an asshole gift. And was like, now you can be or do whatever you want. Because you raised me and now, you know, and she was like, you know what? I really enjoyed shaving your head over the years, so I would like to continue to do that. I just have a passion for shaving one particular person's head.
Yep. She asked to be Tuon's dresser, her chief maid, and her shadow still. Seleucia, how are we going to say it? Seleucia.
I kind of like the Italian Seleucia.
Okay, Seleucia is stunningly pretty. People would consider her to be of high blood if she didn't have the left side of her head shaved. Left side of your head being shaved means that you are Dakoval.
Mm-hmm. Or you're an alternative kid
or
in the mid-2000s, in the mid-2010s.
Yeah, she's a Sojin. Sojin, much like Furyk Karid, I think is also a Sojin. Remember him?
No.
That Shanshan general guy from the last book?
No. A Shojin. So that's like your number 2 best friend person.
There's so many terms, man.
But also you buy them,
right? Height among lowness, although some translate it as meaning both sky and valley. Sojin is the term applied by the Shanshan to hereditary upper servants. They are Dakoval.
The fuck is a hereditary servant?
butler whose parents were also a butler, whose grandparents were also a butler.
This reminds me of, oh my God, there was a rom-com that I saw being described on TikTok about a girl who always wanted to be a butler.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And so she goes to butler school.
Yeah, it's like a Hallmark
movie. And there's a guy there. Yeah, it's a Hallmark movie. And
who comes from a family of butlers, but he's shitty at being a butler, right?
Well, no. He's dropped out on purpose. He's flunked
he keeps
out.
Getting sent back.
Yeah, he keeps getting expelled from butler schools.
Yeah.
But he is good at being a butler. He just doesn't want to be because like family expectations. But she's actually like really shitty at being a butler. And so then they team up to graduate from butler school. And in the meantime, they fall in love.
So a Sojin...
And I want to watch the shit out of this movie.
Yeah, me too. A Sojin is a very high-powered servant, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Dakoval just means owned person.
Okay, I hate that.
It's a slave, yeah. So it's worth mentioning now that we're hanging out with the Ch13. The Ch13 have two different kinds of slavery.
Yeah.
They have Dakoval, which is a little more...
It's literally called Butlers in Love.
Excellent. They have... This is important.
Sorry.
They have Dakoval.
This is also important. We're talking about Butlers in Love.
They have Dakoval, which is...
Butler.
Yeah, which is your, Roman slavery, sort of.
Uh-huh.
Up and down. There's
where
verticality
you can like
to
kind
it.
of, yeah, you can kind of move up and down.
Yeah. Then they have Damani, which is simply chattel slavery based on a defining feature, the ability to channel. So they have multiple kinds.
See, I don't think that should be allowed. I don't think you should be allowed to have one kind.
Yes. So
this is bullshit.
Salucci is shaving her head. She thinks about how Salucci has huge tits, and she wishes her tits were a little bigger.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Thanks, Rob.
No, as a big-breasted woman, no, you don't. Try carrying around a 10-pound backpack on your front every day.
So Salucci goes...
For a week, and then tell me you want bigger boobs. No, you don't.
The light be upon me. You've done that every morning since the first day your head was shaved. Do you still think after 3 years that I'll leave a patch of stubble? And Tuan is like, oh, I've been rubbing my head. Huh. So
yeah,
this
that's
is
because it's pleasant.
This is how you know she's 19 to 20. Her head was first shaved 3 years ago when she turned 16.
All right. Well, that was a very subtle indication of time passage.
Tuan goes, I gotta pick a Tuan voice.
See, okay, here's the thing about shaving your head. I think women should be allowed to do whatever they want. I don't think I could shave my head. I've thought about this a lot. Because what if I have a weird shaped head?
That's fair.
Also, I don't think I have the bone structure to pull it off.
You probably could.
No, I think it looks best on women with really strong jaws.
You have a strong jaw.
No, I do not. I have a weak chin.
Tuan goes, if you did, I would have you beaten. A repayment for all the times you used a switch on me. And they tease each other.
Remember that time you beat me?
That's exactly what they're doing.
Classic childhood memories.
That's exactly what they're doing. So we get the backstory. She looks at herself in the mirror and checks herself out a little bit. She certainly felt more affection for the woman who had raised her than for the mother she had seen only twice a year before becoming an adult.
Well, yeah, so then you only have seen her 32 times in your whole life.
Or the brothers and sisters she had been taught from her first steps to battle for their mother's favor. 2 of them had died in those struggles so far, and 3 had tried to kill her. A sister...
When do you think they start trying to kill each other? Like, is it...
Oh, young. Like 6. Like, as soon as they can.
They start trying to kill each other at 6?
The Ch13 are fucked up.
What?
They start training their kids.
We've got, like, what? Kindergarten killers?
Assassination attempts are, like, par for the course. It's like, yeah, if you're not trying to kill me, what are you doing?
It's nap time forever.
Yes, basically.
Oh, my God. I'm just trying to think of, like, kindergarten murderer puns.
A sister and a brother had been made Dakoval and had their names stricken from the records as firmly...
What's Dakoval? There's a lot of terms.
Wait, you're serious?
Yeah, what's Dakoval?
Remember a minute ago when I said this is important?
No.
You were reading about butlers in love? And I said, Allie, this is important. You gotta listen to this. You said, yeah. You know what I was explaining when that happened? Do you want to take a guess as to what I was explaining? when that happened?
Butlers in love.
What I was explaining?
No, butlers in love.
Doc Koval.
Fucking knew it.
And then I went on a second tangent where I said, let's establish once more that there are multiple kinds of slavery in the Shanshan Empire.
You knew who you
I did.
married.
So a Doc Koval alley is an owned person.
Okay.
It is a more Roman style slave.
But I thought that was I thought you were talking about the Shojin.
Sojin is a a Sojin.
My therapist says we should try meditating back to back.
A Sojin is a very high-ranking slave. It means honor among Lonus, essentially. Height among
Okay,
Lonus.
but how is that different than a Dagoval
A
then?
Doc Koval is an owned person.
Yeah, but so is a Shojin.
An apple is a fruit.
Yeah.
How is a fruit different from an apple?
Wait, so which one is the fruit and which one is the apple?
Doc Koval is a fruit. And a Sojin is a pink lady apple.
Okay. Okay. You know what? That actually really helps.
Good. A Sojin is a high-ranking hereditary servant. So the guys with Turak, probably Sojin. The guys who basically Harry
Oh, so
carried
you
themselves.
have to kill yourself if your master dies?
They did.
Oh, fuck.
They're family servants.
Okay, so now whoever they end up with, they better hope that they live forever.
Shanshan is fucked up, dude. Shanshan are fucked up. So, anyway,
So they start killing each other. Why are you rubbing your head like this?
Go ahead.
So they start killing each other at like 5 or 6.
To record another episode.
Wait, I was going to tell jokes about kindergarten killers.
Please do.
Okay.
This is depressing. We are also reading The Hunger Games.
So
The dog agrees.
you could lose your tooth or your life.
I don't know how old they are when they start killing shit. Probably puberty. Probably like 12, 13.
That's fucked up. How many
Yeah.
kids do you think she has?
Well, 2 have died, 3 tried to kill her, and then 2 were made Doc Koval.
Now, did those overlap? Do you think?
I don't know.
Were
I
2
bet
of
she
them
has at
made
least 8
Dakovo
kids.
for trying to kill her?
Her place was far from secure even now. A single misstep could see her dead, or worse,
Yeah, one on exists.
stripped and sold on the public block. Blessings of the light.
Like actually stripped?
Yes, like she could be
She's naked?
sold into slavery.
Naked?
Yes.
Why is there so much
No.
naked?
I'm sorry. Stripped of her titles.
Oh, because I was like, why is everything naked all the time? Everything's naked in these books, but only for women.
And yeah. So Salucia comes over and she's like, hey, you want this cool ass cap of golden lace and all this other cool shit?
And she's like, no, I need a veil because I'm ashamed because I beat the Damani girl. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then they make another term, soifaya.
God, there are so many terms. I'm already having a hard time remembering things as it is.
That's
a truth teller.
Soifaya is a truth speaker.
Yeah, so that's Anath.
No.
Anath. No? There's
it's
more
the same
shit?
thing. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's the same shit.
a truth speaker or a Soifaya is a
We're going to call it a
Sojin
truth speaker.
who serves Shanshan royalty by telling them the absolute truth of a situation as they see it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that is Anath, is her Soifaya, is her truth speaker. Yes.
Oh, dear readers.
She could ask
I am right again.
She could ask Anath, her Soifaya, to administer a penance, because she's like, I feel like my eyes are down, but I don't know, man. I could ask Soifaya to give me a penance, but like, I got a weird vibe from her. She's only been my truth speaker for 2 years. I don't know, man. And she goes, no, Salucia, a veil.
Whoa.
So what is going on?
So she feels like she fucked up
Yes.
and was like over emotional and reactive to this Damani girl.
Yes.
I can't remember why.
Lydia, because she didn't do the right thing. She did something wrong, and she just like threw a total fucking tantrum at her. What did she do?
It's so hard to get good slaves these days.
Oh God. She ordered Lydia to tell her future and didn't like what she heard.
Oh, well, that's bullshit. You can't tell somebody to tell your future and then not. Ugh, that's dumb.
Yeah.
What did you think she heard? You're going to marry a dude who's kind of a dick?
Maybe.
Yeah, she
Could be
definitely
that.
heard that shit. Yeah. You're going to marry a dude who likes to gamble. That's what she heard.
So yeah, she's ashamed, so she's going to arrive veiled and essentially not as herself, because like she is the daughter of the Nine Moons, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's heir to the throne.
Yes.
So she should be able to arrive to fanfare, acclaim, recognition, but she's going to show up veiled and like I don't deserve to be above you all right now.
Oh, okay. So basically she's like a rich kid at a liberal arts school. Trying to hide that she's 1%.
No, she's not hiding it. She's going, I don't deserve the acclaim right now. I have lost honor by the way I treated Lydia. So I am going to demonstrate, like, do not praise me, I don't deserve it. I'm wearing a veil. I'm not Tuon. Who's Tuon?
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of.
We're actually going to take a real quick ad break. Welcome back. So
what's Dokavo?
It is a sword, and the sword has a wagon in it.
No,
The wagon's
no,
name-
no, not the wagon sword.
The wagon's name
No!
is Paul.
No,
His dad is
not
Leto.
Malazan, not Dune, no.
And sometimes Tom Bombadil shows up.
Not Tom Bombadil. Oh, God.
So,
The fact that Peter Jackson and co. got like death threats over the omission of Tom Bombadil, hysterical. People are too much.
so Tuon goes into the next room. She goes and hangs out with her Damani.
I hate it. I just want to be on record and say I hate everything about it.
Yeah.
It's the worst. And I don't like it at all. I hope Matt can fix her.
Lydia, that'd be great. Lydia's having... do you think Matt is a fixing person?
I mean, he's kind of a fixer-upper.
He is.
But so is she. So maybe they can push each other to new respects. Like, she can teach him to respect women. She can teach him to respect women, and he can teach her not to be a fucking slaver. How about
So she walks up to Lydia and pulls her face up and goes, Lydia's a good Damani, Ianella.
Ew, ew.
Paint her welts with tincture of sulphur and give her Lionheart for the pain until the welts are gone. And until they are gone, she's to have a sweet custard with every meal.
What if she doesn't like custard?
Well, should have said something.
Well, I don't think you can say something because what if you get beaten for not liking custard?
I think she knows that she likes it. And then, oh God, okay, we're going to skip this. And then,
Why? Because she's such a good slaver?
Lionel goes, as the High Lady commands. If she gets fat, I'll take her for runs, High Lady.
Now, hold on. They force you to take a run. I could not survive there. Because listen, do I run? Once upon a time I did. But
What, before your joints stopped working?
yeah, until my body fell apart. But now, like, if they were like, you must go on a run, I'd be like, ma'am, look at me. I have so many illnesses.
So she...
Could I perhaps take instead a Pilates class?
that'd be good. So she hangs out with her Damani. Doesn't hang out with, she looks at her Damani for a minute. Any thoughts on any of this?
Must I?
Yeah, so we're going to move on.
It's all creepy and horrible.
Goes out to the outer cabin and she runs into the Death Watch guards. Tell me about them.
The Death Watch guards?
The Death Watch guards.
They're keeping her from dying?
Yes.
They're watching to make sure she doesn't die?
Well, yeah.
And if she does, they'll also die? Is that it?
In the outer cabin, the Death Watch guards lining the walls in armor lacquered...
Wait, yeah, I'm right.
Yes, lacquered blood red and nearly black green, stiffened at her entrance.
I didn't get praised for being right.
Good job, bud. High five.
Do I get a custard?
If you want a custard, it would
with every day?
probably hurt your guts.
It would hurt my
Yeah.
guts so bad. Oh my God, I would really not do well.
No.
They would give me fucking lactose. they take me for runs. I shit everywhere on this run.
That is, they stiffened if statues could be said to stiffen. Hard-faced men, they and 500 more like them had been charged personally with Tuon's safety. Any or all would die to protect her. They would die if she did. Every man had volunteered, asked to be in her guard. Seeing the veil,
I would not volunteer.
grizzled Captain Musenge ordered only 2 to accompany her on deck, where 24 Ogier gardeners in the red and green made a line to either side of the doorway.
Okay, that's kind of cool that they're called gardeners.
Yes, because
like-
they prune things.
I know. What? How cool is that?
Great black-tasseled axes upright in front of them and grim eyes watching for any danger even here.
So these are the emo Ogier.
They would not die if she did, but they had also asked to be in her guard, and she would rest her life in any of those huge hands without a qualm. Furik Karid, do you remember him?
No.
He's the guy, last book, he got a whole backstory.
What was the backstory?
He had a whole backstory. He's Sojin. His
Did he have a
great-grandfather... No, his great-grandfather was like, had been made Dakoval because of some shit he did.
Right.
And then he like murdered this Tanchikan guy because he was like, we're going to attack him. Let's go. Charge. And he was like, fuck you. You're dead. Now I'm in charge.
Right.
This guy. He is the leader of the Death Watch Guard.
Oh, wow. Someone's risen up in the world.
Yeah. Or a leader, I should say.
Well, maybe they all volunteered because they were like, I mean, I'll guard a 10-year-old. What kind of shit could she get into? So do all of the kids have their own Death Watch Guard?
It's for the Imperial family, specifically.
Okay, so yes.
Sorry, he's a banner general of the Death Watch Guard.
The banner general. That sounds important.
A banner general.
I understand
Yes.
that he's not the banner general. He's a banner general. But it sounds important. No?
Yeah, he was... Yep, he's a cool dude. Apart from being
mean-
Shanshan. You know.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, and the murdering people.
Oh, what do you think about the Ogier gardeners?
They're sick.
Yeah. Interesting.
They're emo Ogier.
Interesting that the Ogier in Shanchan, which is the name of the continent, they don't experience the longing.
I know, I was going to say something about that.
Yeah.
And instead of loyal, their names are like Doyle and Boyle and McPoyle.
Dark loyal.
Dark loyal.
Dark Aerith. I am the knight.
Dareth. Doyle and Dareth over here. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. And I like that they're called the gardeners because they're pruning.
Yeah.
The Shanchan got puns.
So she walks through a bunch of dudes and blood and other people.
I thought you meant actual blood, and I was like, what
No.
happened?
Men and women filled the deck, all of the blood on the vessel in their finest silks, ignoring the wind that whipped their cloaks as they ignored the barefoot men and women of the ship's crew who darted between them. Some of the nobles were much too ostentatious about ignoring the crew, as though they could run the ship while kneeling or bowing every 2 paces. Prepared for prostration, the blood made slight bows instead, one equal to another when they saw her veil.
Because she's not too on right now.
Right. Uriel, the sharp-nosed man everyone thought was her secretary, went to one knee.
What is he then if
He
he's not
was her secretary, of course, but also her hand, commanding her seekers.
Oh, blonde boy.
The seeker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who kicked Tom in the face.
Yes, he did. He kicked him in the
kicked him
fucking
in the
head,
fucking
didn't he?
head.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I was walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, this guy was walking along. He just kicked me in the fucking head.
No, because he was asleep outside their door.
Tom was like tuning his harp, keeping guard, and this guy just roundhoused him in the fucking head.
Roundhoused him in that hell of a flexibility.
The Makuro woman flung herself down prostrate and kissed the deck before a few quiet words from Uriel made her get back to her feet, blushing and smoothing her pleated red skirts. Rhonda Makura.
Oh,
She's here.
Oh, roof tea lady.
Roof tea lady, yes. Tuon had been uncertain about taking her into service back in Tenchico, but the woman had pleaded like a duck of all. She hated Aes Sedai in her bones for some reason, and despite the rewards already given for her extremely valuable information, she hoped to do them more injury. Why does she hate Aes Sedai so much?
Because she fucked up and Elaine and Nynaeve got away.
And
Elida ordered her, like, beaten.
Yes.
Or something like that. It was, like, very over the top.
So Elida fucked up like nobody's business.
Elida?
By the way,
That
Allie,
doesn't sound like her.
if Rhonda Makura is now fully collaborating with the Shanshan, what does that mean the Shanshan know how to make?
The roof tea.
Fork root.
Oh, no.
You fucked up, Elida.
Oh.
Oh, you stupid boy.
Wow. Elida's an idiot.
So, well, as you go on the quarterdeck, Anath is there. A slender woman. She would have been tall, even for a man.
Well, and potentially that she knows now also how to lure certain kinds of Aes Sedai, too. Like the yellow shit.
A slender woman. She would have been tall, even for a man. Her charcoal dark face was beautiful, but her large black eyes seemed to pierce like awls. Tuin's Sophia. Her truth speaker, named by the Empress, might she live forever.
Oh, the one that died.
When Neferi died, a surprise, with Neferi's left hand trained and ready to replace her, but when the Empress spoke from the Crystal Throne, her word was law.
Nothing suspicious about that at all.
You certainly were not supposed to be afraid of your Sophia, yet Tuon was a little.
That's because she's a Forsaken.
Joining the woman, she gripped the railing and had to loosen her hands before she broke a lacquered nail. That would have meant very bad luck. What do you think about the luck and omen stuff? They're all about that. Like, she decides to wear the veil because she sees ants on the floor.
I feel like Tuon spent too much time on witch talk. You know? There's a guy on TikTok, I guess, who's like asking. You told me about this.
I told you about this on the episode, I believe.
No, you told me about this at the barbecue we had during Memorial Day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where he's like inviting witches on TikTok to curse him, and every day he's like, day 365 or whatever of being cursed and nothing happened or whatever.
And I wouldn't do that.
You know, I'm going to be real. Like, why invite that into your life? Do you know what I mean? Whether or not you think it's real, like, why invite potential badness? You know?
I don't need to fuck with that.
I don't really want to fuck with that.
So, Anath said, the word like a nail driven into Tuon's skull. You hide your face, in a way, and now you're just the High Lady Tuon. Except that everyone still knows who you really are, even if they won't mention it. How long do you intend carrying on this farce? I suppose this idiocy's over having that demonic caned. You're a fool to think your eyes are downcast by a little thing like that. What did she say to make you angry? No one seems to know. Caned.
So, like, hit with a cane?
Yes. No one seems to know. Except that you threw a tantrum I'm sorry to have missed. And Tuon goes, I will wear the veil until an omen tells me the time has come to remove it, Anath. And Anath laughs her ass off and is like, you're a fucking moron. You're so fucking stupid. Holy shit, are you dumb?
Oh, yeah, because
you're dumber than mud. Idiot. Buffoonery. Peak clown energy. Maximum overdrive dumbass.
Well, because if you think about it, Semirog's a scientist. She's a doctor, right?
Yeah.
She's
what does Semirog have to do with this?
Because she's Semirog.
Oh, sure. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Gus, come on. Come on. Don't do this. Don't put this farce. You want to hear what a farce is? This is a farce.
Many of the blood called their voices Sophia, but voices of the blood were Sojin, and knew they could be punished if their owners were displeased by what they said, even if they were called Sophia. A speaker of truth could not be commanded or coerced or punished in any way.
Any way?
A truth speaker...
What if she murders someone?
Well, she knew what she was on about, I guess. It's for what they say.
Oh, for what they say.
A truth speaker was required to tell the stark truth, whether or not you wanted to hear it.
What if it's not the truth?
And to make sure that you heard. Those blood who called their voices Sophia thought that Alguin, the last man to sit on the Crystal Throne almost 1,000 years ago, had been insane because he let his Sophia live and continue in her post after she slapped his face before the entire court.
Whoa.
They did not understand the traditions of her family any more than the goggle-eyed captain. Oh, because the captain is listening to this tirade like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, see, okay, on the one hand, I think this is kind of neat. Because it's kind of like giving the ruler of the Shan-Chan like a check and balance. You know?
Yes.
Like a representative of the people.
It's not
Someone
of the people, though.
who can with impunity say, you fucked up, you missed.
Mm-hmm.
When they fuck up and miss. Which is kind of great.
But it's not of the people, it's just a person whose job it is to not be a yes man.
Yeah, but it's kind of great.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I feel like, you know, there are so many people that just get surrounded by sycophants.
Yeah, no, it's real.
That it would be great for people who hold some level of power to have, like, one middle-class person that just follows them around and says what this looks like optically.
Yeah, but they're not necessarily middle class. They're probably
No.
very
Powerful. I'm saying in my mind, I feel like every celebrity should just be followed around by one and pay one middle-class person to follow them around and just tell them, like, this is going to look stupid.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't sing Imagine in our mansions
That was a thing.
during COVID.
So,
You know what I mean?
Anath rants at her for a full page, and then she goes, thank you, but I do not need a penance. Once, after she cursed Neferi for dying by something as stupid as a fall downstairs, she had asked her new Sophia to perform that service for her.
A fall downstairs?
Yes, Neferi fell down the stairs and died.
Did the owl do it?
Cursing the dead was enough to make you say Moisiev for months. The woman had been almost tender about it in an odd fashion, though she left her weeping for days, unable to don even a shift.
Okay. What? So she was like, I'm gonna beat up the shit out of you, but I'm gonna
have a great time.
have a great time doing it.
So the Anath goes, when we are ashore, I gotta
And she
differentiate
couldn't
these voices
wear
better.
any clothes for days.
Hold on, I gotta change Tuon's voice. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
I mean, ugh,
What?
this
Go
is
ahead. Go ahead.
this is so Semirog, it's criminal. I'm like, Robert, this is an insult to my intelligence.
When we are ashore, she said, the High Lady Surath must be commended, and her ambition must be looked into. She's done more with her forerunners than the Empress may she live forever dreamed of, but success on such a scale often breeds ambitions to match.
Ooh. So she's kind of gunning for Surath, huh?
Wait, that was Tuon said that.
Oh. Okay, because I was like, huh.
Tuon said that, and then Anath goes, I'm sure Surath has only the best interests of the Empire for ambition.
She's not even trying to hide that she's evil. Robert, come on.
Tuon's like, I don't know about that. She goes, I must find a way to make contact with the Dragon Reborn as soon as possible. He must kneel before the Crystal Throne before Tom and Gaiden, or all is lost.
So is that a prophecy?
The prophecies of the dragon in Shan-Chan, in Shandar, say everything that they say everywhere else, and then at the bottom, in pencil, it says, also the Dragon Reborn will kneel before the Crystal Throne and swear fealty to the Empress, because the Empress/Emperor is so fucking cool, and the Dragon Reborn isn't nearly as cool as them, so he's gonna swear fealty to the Empire.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. I'm
It
exaggerating.
doesn't sound like it's written by anyone
I'm
with an agenda.
exaggerating, but like, yeah, the Shan-Chan prophecies explicitly have all this stuff about, and he's gonna be on your team, and he's gonna say, go Team Shan-Chan, and kneel before the Crystal Throne.
Every now and then you just read stuff and you're like, this was written with an agenda.
So, Tuon says this, Anath's mood changed in a flash. Smiling, she laid a hand on Tuon's shoulder almost possessively. That was going too far. You must be careful, Anath purred. You must not let him learn how dangerous you are to him until it is too late for him to escape.
What?
And Tuon just doesn't listen to anything else she says. Behind her veil, she was merely the High Lady Tuon, of no higher rank than many others of the blood. But in her heart, always, she was Tuon Athayam Kore Pendrag, daughter of the 9 Moons.
Pendrag?
Pendrag, yes.
Related to Berlin?
And that is a great question. Seems like it. Berelain Sir Pendrag Perron?
Perron?
Artur
They're
Pendrag...
like a Vita?
Artur Pendrag Tanrial?
Yeah, I'm thinking there's some relation.
Wait, is it Archer Pendrake Tonreal?
Well, because didn't Archer Hawkwing's sons, like, divvy up
Kinda,
his
yeah.
lands badly and dumb?
Yes.
In a dumb manner. So, Berelain might be the descendant of one of his dumbass kids.
She might be. Had come to reclaim what had been stolen from her ancestor. That's
You're
not
going to be
really
a
how it
real
works.
Pendrag, am I right?
And that's the end of chapter 14. Thanks for listening, everyone. We have social media. If you want to know what we've got going on, it's linked below. We also have a Patreon if you want to support us that way. It's patreon.com/wheeltakes. We've got a merchandise store. It's linked down there, too. And you can always leave us a rating and a review if you want to help us out that way. Other than that, anything else, Allie?
Looks like we're about to get some matrimony.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Now, if I'm honest, I think I'm beginning. Thank you again for listening. This was Wheel Takes with Allie and Gus. Music by Alexander Nakarada.